So we are out on the Delaware River. We're in the national park in the Delaware River National Recreation Area, and we've used our Starlinks for getting coverage here at the Smithfield Beach area, because the AT&T FirstNet's pretty non-existent and Verizon and T-Mobile are intermittent, and we've used it to be able to do Wi-Fi calling and maintain contact where we need to. But now with the Mini, we have the Mini set up where we can put it on the boat, and if we're out searching areas, it'll give us access from the boat. It's also going to allow us, once we get the video system on this boat, to be able to transmit that video over Wi-Fi back to the command post or back to an EOC, depending what the call is, what the mission is. And so far it's been working really well. It's nice and open area here, so we're getting we're just laying it pretty much flat, and we've been pushing over 100 and about 10 to 15 on the upside, so that's pretty decent. Okay, so we're going to attach our Mini to the mount that we have on our roll cage, and we want to put the bottom one in first, and we're just going to open that up a little bit more until that guy drops in. And once that's in, we're going to get it so it's running just a little bit forward to give it a little aerodynamics. And we're using the boat, and we tighten that down. And if you're going to use this on a vehicle or anything with any of these mounts, you might want to think about putting a little safety hook or string or a little cable around this, and then have that attached just in case this gets blown off when you're in movement. And we're going to take it off. We'll have it on when we have the boat in motion, but for transport, we're going to just take it off. And then this comes down, and the extra cable is in behind the auxiliary battery, and we're running off the auxiliary battery, and that's got a cigarette lighter plug that plugs in, and it gives us a green light. And then we're going 12 volts into a 24 volt up converter to bring that voltage up, because we do have a little bit of cable here. We've tried some other cables, but we don't have anything that has the waterproof gasket on it, so we really want to have that gasket for use on the boat, just in case we're getting splash or if it rains. And the 20 volt up convert works a lot better. We found it running on 12 volts as the batteries get low, the voltage get low, they do start to, seems like they're overheating maybe a little bit sometimes, but the router the processor seems to slow down, and we have issues running the app. So that's the basic setup for the install. And you can see here's our Mini kit for deployables, and we've got a bunch of different options here that we can use depending on the situation. We're going to be using it on the boat today, and we're going to use a ram mount that is mounted on to the original pipe adapter that comes with it, and we've drilled a 24 hole in the back here, and the ram mount has the slotted backing, and we're having that's drilled through, so that lets us mount the ram ball in there. You could probably still put your pipe in over that depending on the size of the pipe. And then we have that clamped down to back that up and doesn't come loose. We got the tightening screw up against that, just snug. We're running our plug-in because we're not using any of the external Wi-Fi access points for increased range. Now on the boat, we have on our other boat, and we have something similar to do this. It's a directional high gain, and we also have a high gain omnidirectional that we can put on that will allow us to get a Wi-Fi signal to shore, because most of the time we're not too far from everybody that's on shore, and they can actually log in with a tablet on shore and connect into the system for video. Don't have video on this boat yet, but that'll be our next video that we do on YouTube with the boat, showing the camera system and the Wi-Fi connection to that. But we have a cigarette lighter plug in the kit. The original kickstand's in here. We have two 20-volt battery packs, and these are a DeWalt rip-off, but they are 7 amp hours, so a little bit higher capacity, and you can put the DeWalt battery packs on there as well. Our original brick is in the back there. We can use that because we do always carry the Jackery 300 with us, or any other power source. We also have the Jackery 100 Plus, and we can run that off of USB C PD, and then this one will put out 100 watts, and these things are running usually 40 to 50 watt without heaters on. And then we have a bunch of other adapters so we can do the other combinations. The DeWalt pack has a standard barrel connector, so we can use the original factory cable on that if we wish. And here's a USB-C adapter setup, just a short one that'll plug in if we're sitting it on a tripod or something. And here's the tripod adapters. This goes up into there and allows you to stick it right onto a regular tripod thread. We've got a couple of different RAM arms in here, and then we also have the USB powered, and that's GL TrendNet, and these are nice little USB powered excuse me, GL iNet, not TrendNet. It's Wi-Fi 6, 2 antennas pop up, got a LAN output and a WAN in from the Starlink, and you can do a USB with it. So nice little unit, not crazy expensive, and great for very portable use like we're doing. And that's basically the whole kit, and that closes up nicely, and it changes all the time, so we haven't gotten into trying to pluck foam and all that, but this works good. You put the mounting portion down, that sinks in, and this will all close up, and you are ready to rock and roll. And if you need to go in the woods, we have a backpack setup back in there where we can just take that little Jackery and a short cable and put it in a backpack and hike it up on top of a mountain. If they're out of cell range, they can pop that up and Wi-Fi calling and get into the mapping and service and everything else. So that's our transportable kit for the Starlink Mini. And here we're going to take a look at one of the things we do besides doing water rescues is also recoveries of victims that have drowned in all different types of bodies of water. Here's just a quick look of one of the dogs. Good boy. My dog Dallas, looking on the Delaware. This is a training exercise.